Today I welcome Dr. Gavin Macgregor-Skinner, Senior Director of GBAC. And Gavin, from what I understand, there's some things going on in the world. You have a hard time keeping up. Today, we're going to talk about monkeypox.
Well, Jeff, we had an ISSA say there's never a dull moment. If there's something that keeps us on its toes, is we strive to create safe and healthy indoor environments for buildings throughout the world. And again, we've been challenged again with another disease that's just moved really quickly.
Yeah, it's in the news. I've received email alerts. I see it on my TV, and this is something you know about, monkeypox. So what is it exactly?
Okay, Jeff, so this is, I just want to stress, not a serious issue for the general population, but what we're seeing right now is unprecedented. This is unusual. I'm having trouble keeping up with it. If you talked to me a few hours ago, even yesterday, I would have given you different numbers. The numbers that I have right now, Jeff, 128 cases of monkeypox in 10 countries: England, Portugal, Spain, Italy, Sweden, Belgium, Germany, Australia, Canada, United States. All of the cases are in men, and they've all traveled, internationally. Lots of investigations underway. So it's linked to international travel, but all these cases are in men. That's unusual. The first case, Jeff, was confirmed on May the 6th. So here we are, May the 20th, and we've gone from one case to now 128 cases that we know. So it's really important that people report if they think they have monkeypox, but more importantly, the geographical distribution of this. As we as international travel has increased, this is another public health crisis or issue that we need to deal with.
So just how serious can this be for a person?
Well, this is really important, Jeff, because what we're seeing right now with this monkeypox outbreak, this region, it's probably going to be the largest outbreak ever. The disease that was first identified in 1958 in a laboratory, but then identified first in humans in 1970. It's usually only found in West or Central Africa. Now, what we haven't seen is that this disease usually starts with, in symptoms. Incubation period 7 to 14 days, can be up to 5 to 21 days. People get a fever, they get a headache, muscle aches, backache, swollen lymph nodes, chills, exhaustion. But then after about 1 to 3 days of getting a fever, this is where it gets really graphic, Jeff. You get a rash, and that rash could maybe start on the face. We're seeing a lot of these cases that start on the genitals. That rash then progresses to pustules. And these pustules are filled with lots of fluid, lots of virus. They then scab over. You can get scars that are permanent. You can get discoloration of the skin that's permanent. Illness generally lasts 2 to 4 weeks. It's self-limiting. We provide supportive care if it's required. There's no actual specific treatment for it. But the point is that this is a highly unusual, rare disease that has spread to 10 countries. It's a lot by direct contact, but what's really important for us in the cleaning industry, Jeff, it spreads by fomites. What we mean by that: bedding, clothing, furniture, and this virus can last in the environment not just for hours but for days.
So you mentioned the cleaning industry. Is there anything else we should know about? Any precautions, any procedures that our viewers should take upon themselves?
Yeah, this is critical, Jeff. Again, we go back to those fundamental education, fundamental training that's required for all of the cleaning industry when it comes to infectious diseases, right? So first of all, this is an orthopox virus. It's an envelope virus. So remember we talk about the hierarchy of disinfection, Jeff, the spores, the Clostridium difficile, right at the top of that pyramid, and underneath that is mycobacteria, or the bacteria that causes tuberculosis. They're the most resistant to disinfectants. Now, monkeypox, being an orthopox virus, is an envelope virus, and that's right at the bottom. So it's the most susceptible. So what's really good, the good news here for everyone, including the cleaning industry, the disinfectants that you're currently using for SARS-CoV-2, that virus that causes COVID-19, which is also an envelope virus, you don't have to change. So you don't have to change your disinfectant. What you need to do, Jeff, is make sure you read the label, follow the manufacturer's description on how to use the product. Ensure you achieve that that dwell or wet contact time on surfaces after you've cleaned them. Ensure you follow the safety instructions. And so it's really important that we use the disinfectants that are available. Those EPA registered disinfectants, all of those are going to work against this envelope virus, this monkeypox virus, but we need to follow the directions and we need to do it properly. And I think this brings us back to the point that what we do at ISSA, Jeff, we look at all possible modes of transmission of infectious germs, and then we come up with solutions in order to safeguard both the employees, those frontline essential employees, but also to safeguard public health.
Well, Gavin, thank you for the update. We'll keep an eye on this and report to members and our global audience anything they need to know moving forward.
You're going to see a lot of this in the press, the newspapers, Jeff, in days to come. But again, one thing we do at ISSA, we look at science, we look at evidence-based solutions. And again, it's important we get those messages out there. We're going to beat this one as well.
Thanks, Gavin.